I started planning this talk, it was before the 21st of December 2012, and so I could not imagine that we still have electric energy 1 month later, so I did it really hardware. Where is the, but we still have electric energy, so I use both. The second story to say hello is it's the same to me. When I heard I'm invited to hold this speech, to this TED Talk, I was confused because I really did not know what I should tell you. I was thinking about telling how to sell 100 excavators in 1 year because I was an excavator salesman in another life. I thought about telling you how to build a new city as sustainable as possible on 200,000 square meters in the north of Vienna because I'm involved in a project like this. And so on and so on. And day by day, I get less ideas what I should spread with you. And then this email came, and I was asked, what's the topic of your talk? And my new tattoo, it's here. It hurt very much at this moment because it was very fresh. And I gave this answer by iPhone. I was working with 60 people in Germany in a leadership seminar, the power of my tattoos. So now I have to give you the answer of this provocation. This is me, 1968. And as you see, there is no tattoo on me, nothing. And really nothing. So it was not the. It was some weeks or some months after my birth, but it's this pure moment of being born and being this happy child, I would say. And I show you another picture. It was on the 18th of December. It's in front of the Austrian parliament, and this guy is me, together with friends of mine playing in a band with me. I show you the band. This is, I would say, one of the best clubs in Vienna if you want to hear good live music. What happened in only 44 years? Why is a baby, after being naked on this picture, yes, 44 years later, playing rock and roll music in front of the Austrian parliament? And I can tell you through 4 signs in my life which found me on very special points of my development. I want to tell you the story of my life, and this is also the answer of many questions I'm asked always. People mainly want to know from me, what's your way of life, Tom? You look crazy, you are strange, you work as a coach, as a consultant, you're a musician, you have 2 sons. What? And I show you. The first chance would be, before I tell you my speech, you could ask me and I change the program. This is possible, because I like much more to react and go with the flow than telling you the truth. So if there's a question, now. And I change everything. 11 minutes, 24 seconds left. I give you the chance. Austria is very, very used in this. If one comes to the stage and tells you the way to go, just listen and follow me. Could be a chance to change this system. I think it's time to change it. But if there's no question, I continue. This is the first sign. Analog. It came to me about 15 years ago. It came to me after a crazy workshop, like this typical finding yourself workshops. We were dancing with closed eyes and so on. And this was this moment afterwards. And I had something like the first milestone after being a drunken salesman and so on, because it was a hard time until this point. And there were many reasons why I went to such a crazy self-finding workshop. Yes? This means, first sign of my life, the black thing is, go away from me. Distance. I need my space. And at the same moment, I want to be held by every one of you. Hug me. And this is a dilemma. This was the main dilemma of my life at this point, 15 years ago. I wanted to be hugged and kept in distance at once. It's crazy. And because of this, it's named Go Away to Me. Geh weg zu mir auf Deutsch. And this is something many people I'm working with in these coaching situations are really suffering on this problem. It's a dilemma, it's paradox. I don't want to go deeper in this picture because there are 4 of them, so just 9 minutes left, I have to hurry up. No, it's zero. Very short, 2003 I made my first book, produced my first book, and you see this sign, very small, I'll show you bigger. It was, Beck. It was too fast. It's named Walk On. It was the second sign. It was after working all the things I found out in my psychotherapy, in all this diving through my history and pain and ideas and my work, my way of life. I made a book, it's called I Live, I Die, Both at Once. And this is what this sign shows. It's coming and going at once. It's living and dying and never stop walking on. This was the second sign. I don't want to go deeper and deeper. I show you the third sign. It came to me about 7 years ago. So I was not 40, a little bit less than 40. It came to me during 1 week of meditation on a very good place in Austria. And it means focus. Silence leads. It was on a point of my life where it was clear to me that the only truth that can lead me independently from your manipulation is my inner voice, is the power that comes out of this silence. If you are able to go into this silence, and this is until today my biggest problem. And because the talk is the power of tattoo, I can tell it on this point. It helps me every day, minimum 2 times, because I'm having a shower 2 times a day. I see it, it's here, and I don't show it to you because it's my tattoo. Maybe we meet in the sauna in Oberlaut or somewhere someday, you see everything, but not today. It's no pornographic show, it's ideas were spreading and no striptease. But believe me, it's here. And it really means trust in your inner voice, trust in the information silence gives to you. Focus, meditate instead of acquisition. In German it's besser. Meditieren statt akquirieren. You know? Don't run after the things outside. Be happy to the things you find inside. It's very small because it's small. This is, for me, the actual picture, and this is the tattoo that hurt me 1 month ago, and it's here. Direct on my most injured point of my body. And I'll show you here because so you see it better. 6 minutes 30 left for this. This is a life story, but we will do it. War is over. And this nice guy you can see here is a very small painted child. This is my demon. Who of you has a demon? Did you ever Google demon, what a demon is? A demon is this, guys, this ghost that connects us between the reality and this non-known shadow world. And it's a good guy, it's not the bad demon. And the story after this demon has to be told now, because this is the sign I want to give you. Maybe I'll show it to you if you want. What does it mean war is over? I go through very focused because my sign helps me now, I hope. It's time for peace. This is my actual promise to myself. Stop war, it's time for peace. And look to your deepest trauma. I tell you my way, and maybe it's also your way, but it does not has to be. That's very, very important. What's your deepest trauma is the first step if you want to come to your biggest power. And what did you learn to survive? For example, in my life, if this little baby, you remember this picture, this naked baby, is not seen in its very big power, in its beauty, in its individual order and everything that's in this beautiful life. If it's not seen, but if it's used to be something else, a nice salesman or a good singer or something that you can be proud of, this hurts very much. And this is my biggest trauma. And what did you learn to survive? I learned to be nice, to be clever, to manipulate, and so on. What's happening? Here. And the next step is, I go through it very, very fast. It's a long, long, long way for me. Today, I can tell you. Stop being a victim. And start to forgive to those who have hurt you. Maybe your mother, your father, your best friend, your ex-wife or ex-husband. Start to forgive. And stop being an offender, because we can discuss about it. I tell you that everyone that's hurt, everyone that is hurt and has not healed his wound is an offender. And very, very much often you even don't know it, because it comes from your shadow, from your demon, which you don't know. And start asking for forgiveness. That's not so trendy. It's a real, like a ritual, an act. Go to your ex-wife, say, today I wouldn't do the same again. And I don't know if you can follow me, but I please you, I beg you to forgive me. And then the process starts. It's not over, it's the beginning of a healing process. And then, your first time in your life, I think, you're free to have a new look, a real look to your power, to your competence, to your calling. We will come to our calling now. What's your major effect? My major effect is making people feel loved. This is what I'm doing in my job since 20 years. It's the major effect. People feel loved because they feel seen in this high potential that they are. But this was my greatest wound, not to be seen in this. And so I just tell it very short, because it's a big story and it's in my book. I was a very, very big aggressor against not Austrians in my youth. And my teeth, they was both. I left them 20 years ago. You know the word Zigeuner, Roma? We were fighting. Just as a small sidestep story, that you know where the ways can go through. Can, don't have to go through. And then ask yourself, who needs you most? Maybe yourself. Could be that you need you for you. But after this, you should really ask yourself, who needs you most in this big power, big effect, major, in your major effect. And declare your calling. It's the next step. It's a very fast walk through a big process inside. Declare your calling means write it down. I'm a healer, ready to touch the darkness. It's not so trendy to tell it to someone. Yeah? This is my calling, I can't change it. I'm a healer, ready to touch the darkness. What does it mean in daily life? I'm working in crisis. I'm singing on stages about the Holocaust. I'm singing about aggressions, fighting between youth groups. But I also think about joy in life, believe me. And this is my core message in 40 seconds. Stop wasting energy if you want through wanting to be liked by someone, not only on Facebook. Stop it. It's wasted energy. Follow your joy. It's the leading system. Follow your joy. It's always right. Beside anger, pain, and aggression. Fear, pain, and aggression. Be you, I heard it before. Connect with other people and act we. And this is what we have to learn now. Not think about the other, love your neighbor. No, act we, be we. This is my company, utopischerealisierungen.com. And Tom Beck is the artist. .at, very important. Thank you very much.